welcome back to WhatAreMovie. I am Tony.
And I'm Claire.
And we're here for the season finale. Season 3 finale of Breaking Bad. Oh my god, last time was half measures.
There was no half measures.
No more half measures, Walt.
No. Walt ran those people over.
And shot one in the head.
Yep.
And then said run.
Yep.
And that was the best ending to an
then we
episode ever. One of. Yeah. This is season 3, episode 13, Full Measure. So if that was half measures, what are they going to do this time? I don't know. This aired on the 13th of June 2010, directed and written by Vince Gilligan, the creator.
Yeah.
So let's do it. What do you expect to see?
I was going to say, it's going to be a thing of where does this leave them with Gus and their deal with him when they've killed some other people.
2 of his trusted employees.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
How's Gus going to react?
Yeah.
Is he going to send Pop and he's a right man? Yeah. What else has been happening? I don't even remember. Oh, I guess like he's now having dinner at home.
Yeah. Hank's out of the hospital.
Yeah. Yeah. Will we see? Yeah. What do you think is going to be the big?
It's going to be the aftermath of that.
What's going to be the big ending? How's it going to end? Last season was a blimmin' plane crash.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see. Okay, so let's get on with it. Full reaction is in the description. You need your own copy to watch along. Just make sure to come back where we talk all about it. Let's go.
Where is this fireplace?
That carpet looks familiar.
Is...
Oh. Okay.
Wait. That's Walt's house.
That is. Yeah.
Why is it empty?
You look very confused.
What?
I hope we're not too late.
No,
Oh wait, we've gone back in time.
This is when
This is when they were pregnant with Walt Jr.
Here's some pretty fascinating stuff goes on out there. Picturing giant space lasers.
Honestly, giant space lasers? Now that sounds cool. Bring it up at our next staff meeting.
Remember, I get a cut.
It's a big house, really.
Ceiling's really nice.
Yeah. Pool.
Oh, pool is
Ooh.
It's a pretty big house considering it's one floor.
Yeah.
Like.
3 bedrooms? I think we're gonna need at least 5.
5? What? For our price range, this is as good as it gets.
Well then, let's stretch our price range.
Why don't we sell meth?
Yeah.
A starter house. We've got nowhere to go but up.
The reality that they end up there for like 16 years.
Yeah. It's what life does, right? You never know.
Yeah.
I mean, he wanted 5 kids. Was it 5? No, 3 kids.
I don't know why they didn't have more kids. There's obviously a very big gap
Changed, I
between.
guess. Yeah.
Where are we?
In the middle of nowhere, apparently. I do like the environment of this whole show because you have this big empty wilderness as well. Like,
Yeah, you might need to clean your car.
What have you done? He looks so different, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake. I said, would it be okay?
Is he meeting someone?
I guess so. I love seeing the little details in his eyes. Oh, God. So intense.
I'd like you to exit your vehicle and start walking toward us.
And then what? I'm gonna need some kind of assurance.
I assure you, I could kill you from why you were here if it makes you feel any better.
Oh, I can't forget the app.
It's Heisenberg mode, baby. That poor, ugly car.
Yeah, about time we got an upgrade.
This music's great. How do you think this is gonna go down
I
then?
don't quite know.
He looks like it means business.
Walter, you've been busy.
I really like that shot of the mountains in the background.
I was out all night cleaning up after you. I need my sleep.
Gets grouchy
You
otherwise.
said no half measures.
Funny how words can be so open to interpretation.
That's scary. Oh, I didn't think he was going to get out.
Yeah.
We were just going to watch.
Has your condition worsened?
Excuse me.
Is there a ringing in your ears? Are you seeing bright lights or hearing voices?
I'm quite well, thank you.
No. Clearly you are not. No rational person would do as you have done. Explain yourself.
Jeez, he looks mad.
Some contemptible junkie who couldn't keep the peace for 8 hours.
He was angry because those 2 dealers of yours had just murdered an 11-year-old boy. I heard about it. Then again, maybe he thought it was you who gave the order.
Words are open to
I ordered the
interpretation.
murder of a child.
I would never ask you that. You'll never find him.
I don't know, Walt. It's what I do, after all.
Now he and I are done, which is exactly what you wanted, isn't it?
I guess.
Yeah.
He's not happy at all.
Would like to review options with you. It seems to me you have 2. You kill me right here and now. Apparently I have made that very easy for you.
Pointless exercise, it seems to me.
What is option B?
I continue cooking. Forget this ever happened. Consider this a lone hiccup. Otherwise, long, fruitful business.
I never have
arrangement.
hiccups like that.
He looks like... I don't know if he agrees with this.
You'd need a new assistant. This time I choose.
Do you think we'll see him back?
It looked like Papa was like, are you for real? You got some balls.
Get it fixed.
Or washed at least.
Bit both.
Yeah. You know, you're walking around probably with someone's blood that's just been murdered.
That was nice and quick. There you go.
Ah.
Done.
It was a very on purpose shot there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's good.
Really?
Thought it'd be.
It's good to be back.
I feel like if he just did in the first place, it could have avoided a lot of trouble, a lot of
About that, Renard.
bloodshed.
You think he'd make a good pet?
No,
Plus, there's that big nose of his.
that's not a nose, that's a horn.
I learn all kinds of things.
What is happening?
He's so cool.
What about the rest?
The rest are for me.
You're too old for balloons.
Oh. You're never too old for balloons.
Ooh, interesting.
Why has he got balloons?
I don't know. Where is he?
What is happening?
This is such a cool shot. The sound is great.
Is he making the power go out?
I think he is. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I think How cool. That's so cool. Oh my god.
Where are...
Piensas.
Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Could this be cartel? This is badass. It hasn't even really...
For each other?
It's so badass.
I love how it starts with him seeing his granddaughter or whoever it is first.
Yeah, it's such a good
to show him as such a loving man.
Yeah. Such a good contradiction between, yeah.
我求求你，我求你，你不要想。
She's like, what? That's so cool.
Why would you run like that?
Because he's stupid? People are dumb. That's so cool.
Chow, you have anything you want to tell me?
They keep me prisoner. They steal my chemicals.
The lady out front. Hey, lady, are you still there?
你害债嗎？
His face. He's like, what is she talking about?
She says yes.
How's her driving?
She's good driver.
Oh God.
I strongly recommend that you return our calls next time. So have her drive you to the hospital. She's gonna need her shoe.
The whining, so good. What a scene. That was so cool.
Like you said, it's cartel, all right.
You said.
What about Pinkman?
I'm making inquiries.
Where do you reckon he is? Where's he gone?
Where are you going to be a badger?
Maybe, yeah.
You can take your mask off now.
Does that guy ever leave? When exactly did that start?
Today.
That's new.
Complication.
A little drama with the person you replaced.
Hmm.
Sorry to hear
I was going to say, I'm shocked.
Smooth out.
Whatever my shortcomings last time, I intend for things to go perfectly.
You're great.
However you like things to be done is exactly how we're going to do them.
Gail's too good.
Please teach me.
It's like the complete opposite of Jesse. Potato.
This is quite a nifty little house.
Yeah. Do you think he's got enough rugs?
Yes.
Gail seems like a very smart man.
Oh wow.
Oh, this is great.
Very upbeat.
He's having the time of his
he was
life.
practicing to?
It's very good.
I was thinking that while we were watching him have a little sing song.
Why not? Getting to know him more. He's a jolly little man singing along to his songs.
Gail, it's good to see you.
Mr. Frank.
You should have called first.
If you see his little smiley face in his shirt.
Wondering
No, there is.
how soon you might be able to take over the lab yourself. You, an assistant. Has Walter ever talked to you about why he got into this particular line of work? Has he ever spoken to you about his health problems?
Gus.
Exactly.
He's dying of cancer. It is why, well, not to sound cold-blooded, but I am running out of I understand. I can't afford to shut down, not even for a week, assuming he's physically up to it.
But I don't kill him in the meantime.
At least a few more cooks together. There's always more for me to learn. One or two more cooks?
One cook?
One more.
I believe in you, Gail.
He's being too humble.
Yeah. Wondering how they're going to have another lab somewhere hidden away.
What do you mean?
And then put Gale in another lab to see if he can recreate it.
Yeah. Stop acting weird, Gail.
Yeah.
Well, is there... particular trick to...
That's perfect timing.
It was.
I'll show you when we get there.
He's like, I'll just get on with it then, I'm sorry.
Tell him I'm in conference. Can't you see I'm in conference?
I'm looking to find a client of you, Jesse Pinkman. I need your full attention, Saul. Jesse Pinkman, current whereabouts. The sooner you tell me, the sooner you can get back to whatever the hell.
Let me tell you something, Mikey.
You are good right there.
Crazy, isn't it?
Let's both get comfortable. Now, when I say I'm looking for Keene, we both know why, don't we? And you pretending otherwise only waste my time and serves to annoy me.
He's so cool.
Mike, there are rules to this lawyer thing.
He said it twice now.
attorney-client privilege. I mean, that's a big that's something I provide for you. Old Saul gives him up pretty easy. What's to keep him from giving me up?
I trust a hole in the desert I'd leave you.
Damn.
Don't make me beat you till your legs don't work. Tell me where to find him.
If I was to tell you, well, I couldn't live with myself.
Wow.
Sorry. But who's to say I didn't write the address down in my day planner? On a scratch piece of paper, strictly for my own professional use. Do not touch anything on my desk. I'm going to leave the room, make myself a nice cafe.
That's all so good. He's so in charge. Do you know what I mean? Even when the situation is terrible. We got his name.
Yep.
Mike.
Yep.
I finally could say it.
Where else are you going to find a cash-only business that's this much fun?
Can you believe we got 6 seasons of this guy?
Yeah, no.
It's going to be so cool.
That's good cardio.
That is a
Plus you get to see the
suspicious
kids.
looking framing on that car there. This guy's busy, just watching him constantly.
Yeah.
All right, already. We're good.
We're good? This constitutes good where you're from? My car is bugged? What the hell have you gotten me into? My very own PI is threatening to break my legs. That's like... You and I survived this? Oh, I'm seriously rethinking my pricing. Yeah, that goes double for you, hip-hop.
Yeah.
I give us maybe 24 hours before he figures out that address goes nowhere.
I got my old job back. At least until they kill me and Gail takes over.
Well, at least he's not stupid.
Boy,
Yeah.
once he feels confident that he knows my entire method,
What do we do?
What can they
What do
do?
we do?
you know what we do.
There's got to be some other way.
What are they doing?
Maybe it's
What do you reckon?
better for you to just go to the cops. Hey, the DEA would love you. I'll hit the road, yo. I mean, I'll make it. We had a good run.
It's the end of the road.
Yeah.
The last season, I lied to you. There's only 3.
The cook can't stop. So if I'm the only chemist that he's got, then I've got leverage. If I'm the only chemist that he's got.
If is the big word there. Wait, is he gonna kill Gail?
Do it, Mr. White.
Jesse isn't.
Nah.
I'll do it.
I mean, he's so far in now, what does it matter?
I can't do it in the lab. Victor's always there. Shake Victor for even an hour one night.
Victor's got to sleep at some point, right?
Yeah.
There's got to be some other way.
I'm all ears.
How's Jesse like the sane one in this now?
He pretty much has been
I'm sorry.
for a while.
I'm truly sorry, but it's gonna be him. Get me his address.
Imagine if your teacher
Save
come.
your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't ask you to.
No.
Are you gonna save mine?
My God. Imagine if your teacher came and asked you all this. Like Jesus.
The house full of stuff.
Yeah, she doesn't know what I've done. Steal him. Take him.
6353 Lawrenceville Boulevard. Apartment
Poor
6.
girl, man. Like,
Girl. Oh, I thought you said girl. And I was like, girl?
Don't do this, Mr. White. Please. Go to the cops.
my God. The music as well is so fitting. And he looks a little torn up about it.
He does.
We got a problem. Some kind of chemical leaking in your lab. Gotta come with me. Come on, get in the car.
Oh my God.
The music is really intense.
And the framing of this as well, like the it looks so good. How do you think this is going to go?
I don't know.
My God.
You got something mighty stinky down there. Walter, the sooner you figure out what this is, the sooner we all go home.
Please don't do this, Mike. You don't have to do this.
Yeah, unfortunately I do, Walter. Downstairs.
If I can talk to Gus,
Walter?
I can convince him, okay? Just let me, please let me talk to him.
Shut up!
Shut up.
I can't do it. I'm sorry.
I'll give you Jesse Pinkman. He's the problem. He's always been the problem. And without him, we would... And he's in town, all right?
Right now, you give me an address.
If you let me call him... No, please. Just my phone. I'll call him. And I'll have him meet me.
What's that?
He's just ratting out Jesse.
I mean, considering all that's going on, I don't blame him.
Did you do it?
Sweat?
No, I didn't do it. It's gonna have to be you.
What? No way, man.
You're closer than we are. About a 20-minute lead. They've got me at the laundry and they're going to kill me.
Jesse, do it now! Do it, bitch! Do it fast! Do it, Jesse! Do it!
Just what the hell was that? Exactly.
You might want to hold off.
Yeah? Why?
Because your boss is gonna need me. 6353 Juan Tabo, apartment 6. Yeah.
The whole situation just
Oh
flipped,
God!
like...
This is a season finale and a half.
He was playing them. My God. Oh my God.
Is he literally just gonna shoot him? I think Jesse.
Hi.
Take whatever you want. I have money. I got a lot of money. Don't do this. God. You don't have to do this.
But he does have to do it because otherwise his friend dies.
Man.
I was so excited to get Gail back.
Makes me sad. I'm sad for Gail, sad for Jesse. So, that was Full Measure. What do you think of that?
Like, how do they get out of this?
Well, I mean...
Like, that is so
Walt said
deep.
one line at the end. You're going to want to hold off. Your boss is going to need me.
Yeah, they're so deep in this.
Yeah. It's just like I've mentioned before, and we've probably both said before, it's like a constant downward spiral of chaos and just a mess, basically. The most important thing, though, we got Mike's name.
Yes!
After
Pop
all this
has
time,
a name!
I don't have to hold it in anymore.
No.
There we go. Did you ever think it would be Mike?
No.
There you go. Yeah. But what do you think of the episode overall?
It's pretty good.
Yeah? I think it's very good.
Season finale
Good ending. A hell of a cliffhanger to wait on.
The aftermath of...
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the end of the last... I think it's a good double kind of... Like, the end of the last episode and then this. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Interesting way to start the episode with them buying their house.
Yeah.
I think it's a very interesting way in showing how far he has come.
Yeah.
And how low he's sunk and how much has changed.
Yeah.
And... Because he's like, there's no point getting to start a house.
Yeah, we want 5 kids.
Well, 3 kids. 5 bedrooms. We need a study. We can work from home.
And how everything crumbled.
Yeah. And also the reason it's a perfect way to show it is there's nowhere to go but up, is what he said at the beginning of the episode. Yeah. And like we just said, it's just been a downward spiral. So. It has. Yeah.
And we get Walt meeting, in the middle of the desert.
Middle of the desert, yeah.
Cars all dented and everything.
That windscreen is smashed again. Yeah. And another car turns up, gets a phone call. Scares me. Made me jump because it's so eerie and like creepy, and then just a phone call.
Right, can you see us? He's like, yes. He's like, right.
Get out your car and start walking over.
He's like, how do I know that you're not just going to kill me? And he's like, I could have killed you from where I am.
So this episode, if anything, showed how badass Mike is as well. He's such a cool character. And to think he wasn't even originally a part of the script. He was only written in because Saul Goodman, like Bob Odenkirk, couldn't film a scene.
Yeah.
So he got written in.
Now he's there.
Couldn't imagine the show without him. No. Like, he's so good. But yeah, so he goes over. It's Mike. It's also Victor. We got Victor's name as well, which we've never had before. And Gus.
Yeah.
Oh, Walt's got his hat. Oh, he gets patted down first.
Yeah.
Nothing hiding. Yeah. It's like, you want to get your car fixed.
Yeah, as soon as possible.
And then Walt's like, well, we'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
How do you think it went?
Not too bad.
Walt is very good. This whole episode, we've seen it before with Walt. He is so good at talking his way out of things and around things and manipulating things. And in the beginning, he kind of took charge and was like, "Well, I love how what Gus says first of all. Do you remember? Has your condition worsened?"
Yeah, he's trying to make sense
Are you
of
seeing
why
bright lights?
he would do such a. But then it's like he said, my partner was going to be killed, and I did like the way that when I still want to call him Pop Pop, when Pop Pop went to walk down to meet Walt halfway, like there was even that comment about what I said about half measures, like and.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's so good.
Like Pop Pop said about the interpretation, he didn't.
Well, yeah. Walt says you said no more half measures, and then Mike's face is like,
that's an interpretation.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that kind of played a part in the then bit with Gus and him talking about his options and like I had to. My partner was just about to be killed. I had to do something.
Gus was like, you did this. It's all for a junkie, like.
Yeah, and he's like. Well, I could say that you put the order out to kill that 11-year-old.
Oh yeah, no, he was angry because he found out the 11-year-old kid was killed, and he may have thought you put out the order.
Yeah, and he's like, "Wait, are you saying that I did put out the order?" And he's like, "I'm not." But it's the interpretation of that meeting, and that how even those people interpreted what Gus was saying about no more children.
Yeah.
And it's their interpretation was, I'm going to have to kill off the children.
Yeah.
So it is, I feel like it was very relevant, Pop Pop saying to him about interpretations to then follow on to that conversation.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah.
But yeah, Walt just gave him 2 options. You either kill him now and
Option
then...
A, you kill me here, no witnesses, it's done with, you move on.
Or I continue cooking.
Or option B, I continue cooking. And we have a long and fruitful relationship
with a new assistant, and then Gus is like, that I pick.
He also says this we just see this as a small hiccup and then forget about it. But yeah, he's like,
I pick the assistant.
Well, Gus says that. He's like, no, this time I. Which I feel like, it's crazy, like, kind of like having Jesse there has caused all this, and I don't know, but it's all down to Walt in the end, so. Yeah, but Gale. He goes to work, right? His car's fixed up. I love Mike's reactions to some of the stuff Walt is saying. Like, Like when he's going through the options, like Mike's
Yeah,
face is
exactly.
just kind of like he's got some balls, or
Yeah.
like really he's saying this. I like how he said, "I prefer option B." But yeah, told him to fix the car. Car's all fixed.
Yep.
Gets to work. See the little weird bike on
Yeah,
the
and
top.
he's
Who
like,
did you think? Did you know it was going to be
I
Gal?
did think it might have been Gal.
Yeah. Yeah, so Gail's back. Well, he
Yeah.
gets to work and he can't get in the door.
Yeah.
They've changed the locks. Victor's there, watching.
There the whole time.
Watching his every move. And Walt's kind of figuring it out that it's Gal, and obviously he's like, good to have you back. Shouldn't have really let him go.
I was waiting for the coffee.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you said, because I think you were a bit weirded out by the way he took the temperature of the hot water,
Yeah.
right? But
It
he
does
said
make
the
sense.
perfect temperature for the coffee.
Yeah.
That was what made it good. Yeah, so Gal's back. We cut to, I'm going to keep calling him Pop-Up, but Mike.
Yeah.
Pop-Up talking to his granddaughter
A
about
car full of balloons.
rhinoceroses.
Yes, and their noses. Which aren't their noses, they're their
His
horns.
nose is a horn.
Their noses are actually very small.
Yeah.
He's obviously had the day with her.
He's
and
like,
then-
oh, I learned a whole lot of stuff with you. He's
Yeah.
so good. I love the way he talks. He's so
Yeah.
cool.
And then the mum obviously comes out to
But
collect
she's
the
like, what about the rest of the balloons? He's like, well, those are mine.
Yeah, he's like, you're too old to have balloons.
Yeah. And then where does he go?
Just drives to like a warehouse sort of thing, it looks like.
It's such a cool shot as well from like afar, and you see the electrical lines, and then he's like with the balloons.
Yeah,
and I
it's like,
instantly
is he
was
about
like,
to take the power out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Use the electrical.
One of my favourite scenes of the show. I forgot this scene happened. It's so good.
Mm.
It's so cool to see how cool he is.
Yeah.
They come out. Cool. I didn't know because I didn't remember this scene.
Yeah.
So I didn't know. I remembered it as it went on.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was Cartel, but because they spoke Spanish, I
Yeah.
presumed.
You're like, it's Cartel. And
yeah.
they come out to try and see why the power's gone out. And then Pop just like shoots them.
One
through
bullet,
both their
of them.
heads.
And shoots him on the
Yeah.
floor. Just walks in. Woman's kind of like, no, please,
Yeah.
no.
And then he's like,
We sits
then
down.
starts taking her shoe off, and I was a bit like,
Oh, what's going on?
and throws her shoe down, so then someone charges out at him.
Yeah.
But I love the next bit where they're
Well,
in
the bit where he
back
charges
room.
out though, he just like bang bang.
Yeah, but when he goes into the next room and there's this guy like,
Yeah.
and then we see the guy on the other side of the wall.
Well,
and
he's
he's like-
like like
then he's
senses,
like-
yeah. It's like that, slightly lower. Like, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
So that
what do you
must
think of
be-
Mike overall?
he is a really cool
Like,
character.
he's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that must be their supplier of chemicals to their drugs.
Yeah, it's something.
But obviously
yeah.
the cartel tried to get involved, and it's like afterwards when Pop goes to tell to Gus, and he's like, they're looking for weaknesses, and then that's
They didn't
when
find any.
Pop was like, yeah.
But you missed, you missed as well. Like he spoke to Chow, I think his
Yeah.
name was. I love this whole scene as well because, like,
So I'm just a businessman.
yeah, he's like, yeah, I didn't give them anything, and then he's like, you should have been answering our phone calls first
Yeah.
of all. And he's like, her out there, can she drive?
Yeah.
Oh, is she still here?
And she was talking for ages, and he was like, yeah.
She says yes because it's even Mike's face. He's like, what the
is she
hell is she
saying?
going on about?
Probably tell him that you took her shoe off of her. And then he shoots. Is it to get the...
No, well, first of all, he's like, can she drive? And he's
Yeah.
like, she's a very good driver.
Yeah.
And he shoots him in the hand. He's like, good, get her to drive you to the hospital, come
She's
on.
gonna need a shoe.
So good. Yeah, so what a cool scene. But yeah, he meets up with
Gus,
and they talk about, like, and then he's like, any sign of Pinkman? Like, not yet, but I'll find him. Yeah. Oh, that was the other thing during the Gus and Walt meeting. He's like, Jesse's gone, far from here.
Yeah.
You'll never find him. He's gone,
He's
leave
got
him alone.
money.
He'll be, on the run forever. And then Mike is like, I'm not so sure Walt, that's what I do after all,
Yeah.
find people, so yeah. We cut to some cooking with Gal.
Yeah.
And Gal's talking basically about how well, first of all, he's like, how long has this been, him watching us?
Yeah. It's like recent there was a bit of trouble with the
It's
my
like, it's
last
new,
partner.
yeah. But then Gal's kind of like, from now on, whatever shortcomings I had before,
Yeah, I want to learn the way you do
doing
things.
it how you do it, I'm sorry. And then Walt's kind of like, Gal, don't worry, you're great.
Yeah.
Because he has a lot to be sorry for
Yeah.
towards Gal, because he was horrible to Gal. Gal did nothing wrong. So, yeah. yeah, we cut to Gal's house.
Yeah.
He's having a little sing-along. He's got an interesting house. What do you think?
Yeah, so it's very...
Well, basically, I was like, you're like, what's the point of the scene? I was like, we're getting to know him more. Why would we be getting to know him more?
Because we're gonna kill him off!
So that ending can be more impactful.
Yeah. But yeah, it's quite quirky house.
Yeah, he's a quirky guy, yeah.
Quirky music.
Yeah. He's got water in his plants, singing a... I don't know what language it's in.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. It's very interesting, and he gets a knock at the door.
Yes.
Mr. Fring. Gus seemed genuinely happy to see Gal.
Yeah.
It's so... polar opposite, because obviously Walt's done stupid things and crossed
Gus,
him.
I feel like is that he's just normal.
Who, Gus? Did you say?
Gal.
Oh, Gal. Yeah. Well, that's the thing with Gus. He can sense.
There's no baggage coming with Gal.
Gal is a good person.
As far as we're aware.
Gal is a good person, even though he's cooking meth.
Yeah.
But you can tell, he's So and Gus generally seems friendly towards him, and Gal was very happy to see him as well. Well, a bit nervous, but. And then they discuss Walt's health problems.
Yeah, and
could you replace him?
Yeah.
When the time comes.
Yeah. But he's a bit private about it, and he doesn't really talk about it.
Don't know how long he's got. Who knows? But then he's like, I might need a few more cooks.
1 or 2.
And then he don't Gus's face is so stern.
One more.
Very good. I believe in you, Gal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a cool relationship seeing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas, we know Gus didn't trust Walt to begin with because we know he works with a junkie, and he doesn't trust that. So he's careful. We know that about him the whole time. So, I've wrote being watched. Oh, this is when I think it cuts to them cleaning away.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, Walt, and then Victor comes over
and
he's like, how do you do the catalyst bed?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'll show you when you get to it. And then Victor walks away.
And
he's
he's really struggling. Oh, God.
Yeah, such a cool scene because it just shows they're I don't know, they're just being every move. They're being watched. So, Saul Goodman.
Yep.
He's getting his little weird whatever
I
that is.
have no idea what that is.
I don't know what that is. His little foot.
And then he gets a call to say someone's here, and he's
Say I'm in a conference.
Pop what's in.
This is where we get his name for the first time. You missed it. Did you miss it the first time?
I missed it the first time.
Oh, I was like, I kind of said, I was like, hey, finally, and then he said,
wait.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought it was season 4 we got his name, to be honest. But yeah, no, first time. Is it everything you hoped for?
Sure.
What would you have thought his name would be? Mike suits.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but anyway, he's basically Pinkman, where is he? He's like, I can't, loyal confidentiality.
Yeah.
If I give him up that easy, I know your secrets.
You'll think that I'll give your secrets up that easily. It's just not good.
So don't make me beat your legs till you can't use them.
Nah.
You know how this goes. It's got to be done.
I've got to keep these things private, and I don't know where he is.
So
I can't tell him. And then he goes to stand up.
No.
He's like, I may have written it down somewhere, or you might be able to get
Let's
it from
just
the
say
sketches.
I wrote it somewhere. And for my own personal use, don't touch anything on my desk. I'm gonna go get an Nescafe. Yeah, it's a decoy though. We find out because they go to laser tag. Walt and Saul.
So obviously they're going to buy into it to do their
even Walt's still no, I'm going to buy in the car wash. Yeah. It's a good kind of cover because they get in there. I really like the shot from inside with the door and you see the car.
But you also, as they're going into it, the car pulling up.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it's good framing of seeing it, and it's Victor watching.
They walk quite far in, and then they're like, okay, I think.
Okay, that's enough. I get it. Because he's going on about snacks and alcohol.
And Saul kind of was like, what have I got myself into?
They bug my car? It's like, maybe they bug it. I don't know. But they've been following me. I can't do anything. He's like, I'm seriously rethinking my pricing after this.
Jesse, it is.
Especially you, hip hop or whatever. So you two, I'm gonna go find they got Tetris or something.
Yeah.
You get on with it.
And that's when they start talking. Walt said he's figured out that.
This is when we got Victor's name because Walt was like, Victor's watching me constantly.
Yeah, and then that's when he says about that they're training Gale into. He's asking all the questions. He's more like they're preparing to kill me and Gale take over.
We've got one option. We've got one thing. If I'm the only chemist, then Jesse is like,
Jesse's
I cannot.
no. He's like, I will do it.
You even said I'm not a murderer.
Yeah.
Basically, I cannot do this. Jesse's like, you need to go to the police. The
Yeah.
stuff you've got, witness protection, you can get like
Yeah, you've got
so much dirt
stuff
on him.
everyone.
So, and he's like, no DAA, I can't do that.
Yeah.
We need to get rid of him. He's like, I'll do it. I just need to find an hour at some point.
Yeah.
But I don't even know where he
But
lives.
I need you to find.
Yeah, he didn't even know
lives.
where he lives.
Yeah.
He's secretive, so yeah. So yeah. What do you think of this whole situation?
It's bloody awful.
It's messed
but then
up,
it's
yeah.
also it's that survival instinct.
It's
in it
literally
all, isn't it?
survival of the fittest, I guess. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like Walt doing what needs to be done to.
Like, you're not gonna want someone to kill you.
Yeah.
You shouldn't really put yourself in this situation
Yeah.
where you're in this situation.
Exactly. Yeah, he's caused.
But-
It's a problem of his own making,
Yeah.
basically.
But he's gonna do everything he can
Yeah.
to not be killed, and for his family as well, because
Yeah.
he's got the family, isn't he?
Like I said to you though, how would you feel if your teacher came up to you and
Yeah, I
said,
don't
"You gotta
know.
kill someone for me"? Like after all this, and he's like, "Well, at least get his address for me then,
Yeah.
and I'll do it if I can." But
Yeah.
it's crazy. There's something else I wanted to say, but yeah, no, yeah. So that's what the option. But yeah, it's horrible because, like we said, Gale seems like a reasonable, nice
Yeah.
person. He is cooking meth, but we haven't seen, unless there's going to be a
You
series.
see the bad side.
Unless
of
we're
him.
going to see Breaking Gale at one point.
Yeah,
and-
like the malicious side of him or anything.
Yeah, we haven't seen any of that.
We haven't seen him murder anyone.
Yeah, we haven't seen him poison people, strangle people,
Yeah, run people
melt
over,
people in baths,
shoot them in the head.
Yeah. No. So, but yeah, I was going to say basically, Walt is very manipulative because he even said to Jesse, he was like, "I saved your life. Are you going to do the same
Yeah.
for me?" He's very. It even shows in the last scene, which we'll get to, but the way Walt talks and he says what needs to be said and in the moment and just manipulates people. Yeah, he's very good at it. So, yeah. But I said before as well about Saul Goodman, sorry, I was like, we've got 6 seasons with this guy.
Yeah.
He seems so in control of the Mike situation and it's crazy how cool he is, like how, I don't know, yeah. I saw a video of someone saying he's basically come into this show and he's a main character. Like he is. Like he's not a side character. He's a main.
Yeah.
He's in his own world doing his thing and yeah. But yeah. Anyway, we cut to Walt at home with the baby.
Yeah. Quite a nice
Kind of
little
nice scene of him just being
family
a family. Yeah.
Feeding.
It's kind of another juxtaposition, like kind of similar to the house buying scene at the beginning. It's like this is kind of the normal life he wanted, but.
Baby Holly's still in his glasses.
Yeah, he gets a phone call.
Yeah, so he goes to take the phone call in the toilet.
And Jesse's got the address.
The address.
I even like how Jesse on the phone is like, "Don't do this, Mr. White. Just don't."
Go to the police.
Yeah, and then he hangs up. But...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then they're like, "When are you doing this?" And he's like, "Tonight."
Yeah.
Then we cut. I
To
guess
him
they
going.
might have had dinner or
Who knows?
something.
Yeah.
Because he said he's going to wait till it's dark or something.
Yeah. But he goes out.
He goes out to his car, and then the red car pulls up, and he's like, "Mr. White, you need to come with me."
Yeah, it's Victor. He's like.
There's been a leak in the lab, one of the chemicals.
That made it very confusing. He's saying red car pulling up and saying Mr. White because that just makes it sound like Jesse. But it's Victor, yeah. Sorry, he said there's a leak.
Yeah.
Don't know what it is, but you need to come with me.
Yeah,
So okay,
he's
I'll
like,
follow
I'll
you.
follow you, and he's like,
Nope.
I've been told
They
to
tell
come
me
and
to-
get you.
yeah.
I'm gonna come and get you.
Yeah, he's looking a bit like the music is so good, and
Yeah.
the way this scene looks as well. But what did you think was going to happen?
I don't know.
Did you think this was it for him?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, is that what?
Because then they arrive at the thing, and then Pop's there as well, and he's
Mike.
like, "Yeah, it smells really bad."
Stinky.
Yeah.
And then he goes to
You
the.
need to
I
figure
love
it
the
out.
framing as well from behind the thing, and it's all red, and it's
Yeah.
like he's basically walking to his death. But
I wonder how they would have killed him.
don't know. Who knows?
I also wonder if the chemical that spilt was that one, that you can't breathe in that killed the others. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you think there was an actually spilt chemical? I feel they're just lying.
Oh, I thought that.
I feel like they're just lying to get him there, right?
What they can do when he's in there,
Kill him.
I guess.
It's a perfect place to do it. It's like a hidden room. No one.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, he starts pleading for his life.
He
doesn't
literally he's like, please don't do this. He's like,
throws
I have
Jesse
to.
under the bus
Yeah,
so I
he's-
can get you Jesse.
He's begging, like he's literally like, no, please, I'll call Jesse, I'll give him to you. He's right here in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
But he's just saying it all.
To get Jesse on the phone, who's just about to smoke some bloody meth.
Yeah.
And just be like, he's like,
It's like, did you do it? He's like, no, not yet. You need to do it. He's like, can't. He's like, Jesse, they're gonna kill me. You need to do it. And then he grabs the phone. He's like, what the hell was that? Yeah, you're closer. You got 20 minutes head start or something like that.
And then that's when Pop was like, Mike's like, what's that?
What the hell just
happened? And then they've got like guns to him.
His face, you see it change because he was like begging, and then he's like, you're gonna hold off on that. Your boss is gonna need me. So badass.
They're like, what?
That's like the flip switch between Walter White and Heisenberg.
Yeah.
It's just like,
they're like, what? And then he just says out loud
the address and then
of Gale.
Mike's face.
Yeah.
And then Victor runs. And then, yeah.
And then we cut to Gale's house.
Obviously, Mike's trying to call him.
Yep.
But he's too busy singing along and making his tea. And...
Yeah, and then the door knocks. He answers it. It's Jesse. And then puts a gun to his face and he's like, you don't need to do this. He's pleading for his life.
There's literally maybe cry, brought tears to my eyes. I don't know about
Jesse
you, but
was so emotional.
Jesse's broken up about it. Gale does not want to die.
No.
He's begging for his life. Like, I've got money. I can give you money. Just don't do this, please.
Yeah.
And then gunshot.
Yeah. But it's like I said, Gale saying to him, you don't need to do this. And it's like, if he doesn't do this, his friend is dying. Which, these situations...
How much of a friend is he, though, considering...
I feel like sometimes these situations happen to people in life, and to be put in a situation like that, it's so hard to know what you'll do.
I'd go to the police if I was Jesse, to be quite honest with you. Considering the hierarchy of everything, I feel like Jesse's low down. He hasn't literally... Until this point, he hadn't really murdered.
No.
I don't think... Yeah, he wasn't the cause of any murders or anything. He's just cooked a lot of meth.
Yeah. He covered up some stuff.
I guess he melted a body.
Yeah. It's already dead.
That was under Walt's, But yeah, I feel like... How much a friend really is he, considering how manipulative Walt has been?
But is Gus even going to want to work with Walt at this stage?
Yeah, what is going to happen now?
You just wipe your hands
What do you think?
And be like, our contract is void, you need to go, I'm not doing anything with you.
You think that's how it's going to be? After that? Because Gus even said to Gale, he was like, I've put so much over it in this, I cannot shut down even for a week.
Yeah.
I cannot shut down.
I don't know.
With no Gale, who's he got?
I don't know.
You're going to want to hold off on that. Your boss is going to need me.
I wouldn't be surprised if Gus ended up capturing Walt in that basement that he could not leave because it's not safe for him to leave.
Maybe.
In Gus's eyes, not safe for Walt to leave because he's just a loose bloody cannon.
Yeah. So what do you think he's going to... Yeah, you think that's what he's going to do? Keep him in there?
I don't know. Gus is going to be fuming.
And he's not exactly the person to get angry fuming, but he's very... When he gets angry...
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, remember in the last episode when he spoke to Jesse, he was like, you look at me, not him. He was getting very, He's scary. He's a scary guy.
Oh, yeah.
But then a friendly guy, if you'll get him. So. Yeah, but there we go. That was season 3. What did you think overall of the whole season?
Good season. We didn't see a Hank at home.
No Hank or Marie this episode.
At first, I did think the car that stopped with Pop Pop's car was Hank and Marie until I heard the voices.
Oh.
Because I felt like we haven't seen them get home.
Oh, okay.
So, because of the balloons in the car, I thought it might have been them getting home.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's what I thought to begin with.
They
Then
got
I
a
heard the
lot nicer
voices
car,
and I was like,
and it also isn't their house. They're in a little
I don't know. It's just my first thought. Okay. Where did we begin this season?
No Mars. So it was when Walt gave up cooking. He was like, I'm done. But we began with the twins. We had that this whole season.
Yeah, so they got
killed at
the beginning. Killed
at the beginning. That was midway. What are you talking about?
It? I don't know. Can you bring it up?
So we only got introduced to them.
I don't know what I'm talking about at this point.
How do you not know? It's not going to really show you. But yeah, you obviously... Yeah, Jesse's in rehab.
Oh, so the last season ended with a plane, didn't it? Did it?
Yes, yeah, the end of season 2, like I said before we started, was the plane crash. This was the aftermath of all that.
Then Skylar wants a divorce.
Yeah.
God, so he
Yeah,
had
they tried
all
to
the
invade his
twin stuff in
house.
this.
Yeah, it was all this episode. Him getting mad throwing the
Jeez.
pizza on the roof.
Yeah.
I
I
F'd
felt-
Ted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So we've seen their marriage do a whole 360 in this.
Kind of. They're not really a couple, though, are they?
No,
He's just
but
kind
they're
of there.
closer than...
Yeah. Then Gus was playing Walt and Jesse off on each other.
Yeah.
He got him this whole lab and a new deal.
Yeah.
Obviously, we met Gail. They found the RV. That whole situation was great, finding the RV.
Yeah. The standoff with
This is
Hank.
my own private domicile and I will not be harassed. Booch. We had a lot of characterization with Hank and his panic attacks and his the aftermath of we had a bit of that in season 2 with Tuco and stuff, but
this is when
we have more of that here.
Obviously,
because we had him.
Said
No, we had
phone Hank that Marie was in hospital.
Yeah.
And then the reality of mid-season, Hank was then in hospital.
Yeah. So 1 minute was the whole shootout with the twins, because obviously Gus gave the go ahead for it.
Yeah.
Crazy, one of the best episodes. Such a good ending. And then we had his aftermath of his shooting. We had a whole episode of The Fly.
Yeah.
Very interesting episode.
Yeah.
And then we obviously had the half and full measures, and what do you think of it compared to the other seasons?
Recovery, didn't like the whole flashback to Jane in the gallery with Jesse and him finding the new woman and
Andrea,
and Jesse also stealing some of the meth and running his own business
with Badger and Skinny Pete
to sell it and go to
and obviously
his group of struggling drug addicts
the rehab
to sell it
yeah
and then that falls into knowing,
but obviously we had the whole Andrea and Brock and Tomas situation.
That's what I was going to say, and that falls into them learning
with
who
the combo stuff
killed Combo.
Crazy. Crazy season. What do you think of it compared to the other seasons?
I feel like it's just been full, and there's so much. I didn't realise so much had happened this season.
There's a lot of there's a lot of lulls, obviously, where we build the characters and we see more. But obviously, then you have these huge ramp ups. We've had some really cool scenes. My favourites being the shootout with Hank. We had the run at the end of the last episode.
Yes.
The Mike scene in this episode was really cool. There's a lot of cool stuff. Great season overall, I think. Where do you see the show going? What do you want to see?
Character development in this as well is like you've kind of seen Skylar really take on what, like she's gone
got
from
really quite involved in
really angry and like how could Walt ever do this well actually I'm gonna make up lies on why we've got this money and that he's gambling addict and everything, and but then she's
getting
also
a bit involved.
She's getting involved in it, and like she's obviously using the money as well to pay for Hank's recovery. So kind of using it for good. That's probably what her. Oh yeah, but I'm using it for good. But Skylar's development for it as well, to now being on board and wanting to be part of money laundering.
So do you reckon they're going to buy the car wash? She going to work with him? What do you think?
I reckon so.
Do you think Hank's going to get back on the case of the blue stuff?
I don't know. Don't know with Hank.
Depends how he recovers,
because I feel like he was already kind of checking out. He was understanding that maybe his time was... No.
Well, no, because he took it too far, didn't he?
Yeah.
So what happened was he beat the crap out of Jesse in this season. And like Jesse was like hell-bent on getting him out of there or whatever, but kind of all flipped. That's what all kind of escalated, is Hank getting so close to finding out, then beating the crap, because Walt did the whole fake phone call of Marie being in hospital, which then caused Hank to get mad at Jesse. See, it's all like dominoes falling. He had the meeting,
didn't he, where he handed in his gun and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And that was all due to him getting close to it.
Got the flowers for Marie, and then got.
But then what I'm saying is, then those dominoes fell in place to then want Walt to try and get Jesse to work for him to get him off of Hank's back, which then got them into the situation with Gail, and the dominoes is all like falling But yeah, we've got 2 more seasons to go.
God.
I think season 4 is probably about the same length as this. Yep, and then season 5 is longer because technically season 5 is considered like 2 seasons.
Oh, okay.
8 episodes each, but it's called season 5.
Together, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, great stuff. I love
We've
this
not
show.
seen Ted for ages either.
Who cares about Ted?
I don't know if we'll ever
Will we see him again?
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah. Well, the great mystery of Pop Pop's name is gone. I don't have to hold that in anymore, which is great. It's so hard not saying his name.
Yeah.
I nearly said the name of this episode last time as well. I was like, see us next time for the finale. I went to say full measure because I knew. But yeah, there we go. Very excited for more.
Yeah.
So what do you think of this? Like, because we've said, like you said it a couple times with this show, you're getting a bit like, oh, it's plugging along.
Yeah, no. When I then look back, and I think because I like we've said this sometimes, like, I'm a
you would binge watch it.
I would binge watch it. So maybe me being like, oh, it's kind of plodding along is because I'm not used to waiting between and having the gaps. But now I've looked back on the whole season and I'm like, whoa, what the hell has happened this season?
Yeah.
Whereas I would usually just experience it in one hit and just be like, whoa.
Yeah.
And I forgot most of this happened all in this season. I'm like, oh, jeez.
Craziness. But there we go. We'll be back for season 4 after Always Sunny.
Yeah.
Mr. Robot and Person of Interest. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's getting spicy. Spicier. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching. I'm still debating like what we do at the end of this because obviously it's going to take a long time until we finish the show.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, do we go straight into a Better Call Saul afterwards? Or do we move on to something else, check it out, and then go back? We'll see how we feel towards the end. Yeah, but we'll see. There we go. Thank you very much. Always Sunny is next. We're starting season 7, so look forward to that because that's a fun one. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next time. Goodbye. Bye.